3 people are grouping against you and my beloved child, something unseen is unfolding around you right now, and I need you to listen with your full attention. 3 people, yes, exactly 3, have quietly aligned their thoughts, their intentions, and their whispers against you. They smile when they see you, they nod when you speak, but behind closed doors their names are spoken together, always followed by yours. This is not coincidence. This is coordination. You were never meant to hear this so soon, yet here you are, because timing is shifting in your favor. Stay till the end, because what you are about to understand will change how you see every silence, every delay, every strange pause in your life. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with awareness. There is a reason their energy gathered instead of acting alone. One carries envy, another carries fear, and the third carries regret. Separately, they are weak. Together, they believe they could slow you down. Watch closely. Have you noticed sudden misunderstandings, unnecessary obstacles, or people doubting you without reason? That was not random. But here is the revelation they never saw coming: their unity activated protection around you. The moment they grouped against you, a line was drawn that cannot be crossed. Don't skip this moment, because this is where the story turns. What they planned in secrecy has already been exposed in the unseen realm, and pressure is building where they least expect it. Now hear this clearly and let it settle deep within you. You are not losing, you are being positioned. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. While they spent time watching you, you were being reinforced from within. Soon, one of them will step back, overwhelmed by guilt. Another will be forced into silence by circumstances beyond control. The third will realize too late that you were never the target, you were the mirror. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you, a reversal so precise that no explanation will be needed. When the truth surfaces, you won't have to defend yourself. Everything will speak on your behalf. My beloved child, listen carefully now, because the atmosphere around you is tightening, and not in your favor, but in theirs. The 3 who once felt confident are beginning to sense that something is slipping out of their control. Their conversations are no longer bold, they are cautious, fragmented, filled with nervous pauses. What they started with certainty is now weighing heavily on them. You may feel strange emotional shifts, sudden clarity, or an unexpected calm inside you. That is not accidental. It is the sign that the balance has already begun to tilt. Stay till the end, because this phase explains why everything felt confusing before this moment. Here is what they never understood about you: your silence was never weakness. It was observation. While they assumed you were unaware, every move they made left a trace. One of them is already questioning their role, replaying moments late at night, wondering how things went this far. Another is frustrated because their plans are not producing results, no matter how hard they try. The third feels exposed without knowing why. Don't skip this part, because this is the turning point where hidden intentions start collapsing under their own weight. Something huge is waiting for you, and it comes through a revelation, not confrontation. Now let this truth anchor you. You were not chosen to be defeated, you were chosen to outgrow them. The pressure you felt was never meant to crush you, it was meant to sharpen you. Soon, situations will arise where their unity breaks naturally, without your involvement. Words will slip. Actions will contradict. Masks will fall quietly. When that happens, you won't need to explain anything. People will start seeing what you endured and how you stood firm without becoming bitter. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what replaces this opposition will be clarity, respect, and a level of inner strength that no group can ever threaten again. My beloved child, the silence around you is about to speak louder than any accusation ever could. What feels like stillness is actually a pause before exposure. The three who stood together are no longer moving in harmony, their rhythm is off, their timing broken. You may sense it as a subtle shift, people reacting differently to you, conversations changing tone, doors opening that were once closed. This is not imagination. This is alignment correcting itself. Stay till the end, because what unfolds next explains why you had to walk alone for so long. Understand this deeply: when people group against someone chosen to rise, they unknowingly trigger their own unraveling. One of them is already distancing themselves, trying to protect their image. Another is overcompensating, speaking too much, revealing more than intended. The third is quiet now, burdened by the weight of what they helped create. You did not need to confront them for this to happen. Your consistency did the work. Don't skip this truth: your steadiness became the pressure they couldn't survive. Something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives through contrast: who you remained versus who they became. Now prepare yourself for what comes next, because this is the moment many miss. As their influence fades, your presence will feel stronger without you changing a single thing. People will begin to trust your words more, your instincts more, your silence more. You will notice opportunities appearing naturally, not forced, not chased. This is restoration. The grouping against you was temporary, but the growth it caused is permanent. Stay till the end of this season, because what replaces opposition is not revenge, it is elevation. And when they finally look back at what they tried to stop, they will realize too late that they were standing in the way of something unstoppable. My beloved child, this is the phase where the unseen becomes undeniable. What was whispered in corners is now echoing back to those who spoke it. The three who once felt united are now standing in confusion, each questioning their own steps. You may notice sudden changes. People hesitating before speaking to you, situations correcting themselves without your effort, truths surfacing without you asking. This is not chance. This is consequence finding its path. Stay till the end, because this moment explains why you were protected even when you felt exposed. Something huge is waiting for you right here. Here is the shift they never anticipated: while they focused on controlling the outcome, they lost control of themselves. One is beginning to feel isolated, realizing alliances built on negativity never last. Another is struggling to maintain a false narrative as cracks begin to show. The third is silently withdrawing, hoping distance will erase responsibility. Don't skip this understanding: what's happening now is not loud, but it is final. Their influence over your story is dissolving. You didn't fight back, you didn't explain, you didn't react. Your restraint became the turning key. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is clarity replacing confusion. Now listen closely, because this part defines what comes next for you. As their grouping weakens, your position strengthens naturally. Respect will return without demand. Recognition will come without noise. You will feel lighter, clearer, more certain of who you are and where you are going. This was never about defeating them, it was about revealing you. Stay till the end of this journey, because the chapter closing now makes space for a rise that cannot be questioned. When everything settles, it will be clear to everyone watching, what tried to stand against you only accelerated the moment you step fully into your power. My beloved child, this is the calm after the pressure, and it is more powerful than the storm you survived. What you are stepping into now is not relief, it is authority. The weight you carried without speaking has changed how the path responds to you. The three who once stood together can feel it, even if they cannot name it. Their plans no longer reach you. Their words no longer land. You are moving beyond the range of what they can influence. Stay till the end, because this is where the meaning of everything finally comes together. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. Notice how your energy feels different now. You are not rushing to prove anything. You are not waiting for approval. You are simply walking forward, and the ground is meeting you halfway. This is the outcome they never predicted. While they tried to limit you, you were being refined. One of them now watches from a distance, another avoids your name entirely, and the third is forced to confront the truth internally. Don't skip this moment. This is confirmation that you outgrew the situation without becoming hardened by it. Something huge is waiting for you, and it comes as inner certainty, not external validation. Now anchor this truth and carry it with you. What ends here does not return. You will move into spaces where your presence is welcomed, not questioned. Your voice will matter without being raised. Your decisions will feel guided, not pressured. The chapter of resistance is closing quietly, but the chapter of expansion is opening wide. Stay till the end of this transformation, because what follows is momentum, steady, undeniable, and aligned. When you look back, you will understand this clearly. The moment 3 stood against you was the moment you were marked to rise beyond all of them. My beloved child, now you are entering the stage where movement replaces waiting. The heaviness that once followed you is lifting, not suddenly, but surely, like a door opening without noise. You may feel a new urge to act, to decide, to step forward without hesitation. This is not impulsive energy, it is permission. The 3 who once grouped against you no longer shape the atmosphere around you. Their influence has thinned, and with it, the resistance you felt inside. Stay till the end, because this shift explains why clarity feels so strong right now. Something huge is waiting for you in this momentum. Watch how life begins responding differently. Conversations flow easier. Opportunities don't require force. People who once stayed distant now listen more closely. This is not because you changed your nature, but because the weight around you changed. One of the 3 is now preoccupied with their own consequences. Another is attempting to rebuild credibility elsewhere. The third has gone quiet, realizing the cost of standing in the wrong alignment. Don't skip this truth. what you are experiencing is release. Something huge is waiting for you as space opens where blockage once lived. Now understand what this moment asks of you. It is not a call to look back, but a call to move ahead with intention. Trust the calm confidence growing inside you. Trust the timing that no longer feels delayed. You are stepping into a season where your choices carry strength and your presence carries impact. Stay till the end of this unfolding path, because what comes next is not another test, it is progress. And as you move forward, it will become clear that what once tried to slow you down actually prepared you to walk faster, steadier, and without fear. My beloved child, this is the moment where direction becomes undeniable. You are no longer questioning your steps or doubting your instincts. What once felt uncertain now feels aligned, as if the path itself is confirming you. The noise that surrounded you has faded, and in its place is a steady inner signal guiding you forward. This is not coincidence. This is the result of standing firm when pressure surrounded you. Stay till the end, because this clarity is the doorway to what unfolds next. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this realization. You may notice that you are thinking differently now. You choose peace over reaction. You choose purpose over explanation. This is growth that cannot be reversed. The three who grouped against you are now irrelevant to your movement. They no longer occupy space in your thoughts or decisions. One is still stuck replaying the past. Another is adjusting to a loss of influence. The third is learning the cost of misjudgment. Don't skip this understanding. Freedom begins when their presence no longer defines your emotional landscape. Something huge is waiting for you in this detachment. Now carry this awareness as you move forward. You are entering a phase where progress feels natural and resistance feels distant. Your confidence will no longer be loud, but it will be unshakable. People will sense it without you announcing it. Stay till the end of this phase, because the momentum building now will carry you into outcomes you once only imagined. What you endured was not meant to stop you, it was meant to align you. And from this point on, every step you take will confirm that you were always meant to rise beyond the noise. My beloved child, this is where your presence begins to speak before you do. Without effort, without announcement, the room responds when you enter. The stillness around you is not emptiness, it is respect. You are no longer trying to be understood, you are being felt. This shift is subtle, but it is powerful. It is the result of endurance turning into authority. Stay till the end, because this is the phase where what was hidden in you becomes visible. Something huge is waiting for you in this awareness. Notice how fewer words are needed now. You observe more, you react less, and your decisions feel clean and final. This is not distance, this is maturity. The three who once grouped against you now exist on a lower frequency of concern. One may attempt to reappear, another may seek validation elsewhere, and the third remains silent, unsure how to approach you again. Don't skip this truth, your growth created a natural boundary they cannot cross. Something huge is waiting for you as your energy sets the standard. Now let this settle deeply. You are stepping into a season where alignment replaces effort. You will attract situations, people, and outcomes that recognize your worth without challenge. There is no need to revisit the past or explain your journey. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what comes next is expansion, quiet, steady, undeniable. The moment they stood together against you feels distant now, not because it didn't matter, but because it completed its purpose. You are no longer defined by resistance. You are defined by direction. My beloved child, now you are standing at the edge of confirmation. The signs around you are no longer subtle, they are consistent. What you sense internally is beginning to reflect externally, and this is how you know the shift is real. Situations are arranging themselves without struggle. People are responding to you with a new tone. This is alignment taking form. Stay till the end, because this is where patience receives its answer. Something huge is waiting for you in what is about to lock into place. You may realize that the past no longer pulls at you. The need to revisit, to question, or to defend has faded. This is strength, not forgetting. The three who once grouped against you are now part of a closed chapter. One is dealing with personal setbacks. Another is forced to rethink their choices. The third has accepted distance as the only option. Don't skip this understanding. Closure does not always come with words. Sometimes it comes with peace. Something huge is waiting for you as emotional weight releases. Now prepare for forward motion that feels steady and sure. You will be guided toward decisions that feel right without justification. Your confidence will feel grounded, not rushed. Stay till the end of this season, because what comes next is establishment. You are no longer proving your value, you are living it. And as life continues to unfold in your favor, it will become clear that what once tried to oppose you only helped finalize the version of you that cannot be shaken, delayed, or denied. My beloved child, this is the moment where your journey stabilizes into certainty. What once felt like constant adjustment now feels like balance. You are no longer bracing for resistance, you are moving with assurance. The path ahead is not loud, but it is clear. This is the reward of staying grounded when pressure surrounded you. Stay till the end, because this phase confirms that nothing was wasted. Something huge is waiting for you in this calm strength. You may notice that your standards have risen naturally. You no longer tolerate confusion, mixed signals, or misplaced energy. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. The three who once grouped against you now exist as distant memories, not active forces. One has turned inward, another has redirected their focus, and the third has learned silence. Don't skip this realization. When opposition fades without apology, it means it no longer holds relevance. Something huge is waiting for you as clarity becomes your default state. Now step fully into this awareness. Your future interactions will be guided by discernment, not defense. Your progress will be steady, not rushed. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what lies ahead is consistency, growth that does not collapse under pressure. You are no longer reacting to what happened, you are responding to where you are going. And as your life continues to organize itself around this new stability, it will be clear that everything you endured was preparing you for a phase where peace and purpose move together, without interruption. My beloved child, this is where your presence becomes permanent rather than provisional. You are no longer passing through uncertainty, you are established in who you are. The feeling of being tested has eased, replaced by a quiet knowing that you belong exactly where you stand. This is not the absence of challenge, it is mastery over it. Stay till the end, because this part seals what has already been built. Something huge is waiting for you in this sense of arrival. You may find that people now approach you differently. There is more listening, less questioning. More respect, less resistance. This shift did not come from explanation, but from consistency. The three who once grouped against you have faded into irrelevance, their influence replaced by your steadiness. One carries lessons they cannot undo. Another carries distance they cannot bridge. The third carries silence they cannot break. Don't skip this truth. When growth completes its work, opposition dissolves without drama. Something huge is waiting for you as recognition settles naturally. Now anchor yourself in this moment. You are entering a phase where your actions carry weight and your words carry calm authority. Decisions will feel right without second-guessing. Stay till the end of this chapter, because what follows is legacy, choices that create long-term impact, not temporary wins. You are no longer shaped by what happened to you. You are shaping what comes next. And from this point forward, your journey moves with purpose, direction, and an inner stability that cannot be shaken again. My beloved child, this is where everything settles into meaning. What once felt like scattered events now forms a clear pattern, and you can finally see why each moment mattered. The resistance, the silence, the strange delays, they were not obstacles, they were filters. You were being refined for this level of awareness. Stay till the end, because this is the part where understanding replaces questioning. Something huge is waiting for you as the bigger picture reveals itself. You are no longer reacting to life, you are reading it. You sense when to move and when to wait, when to speak and when to remain still. This discernment is your new strength. The three who once grouped against you no longer hold emotional space inside you. Their actions taught you clarity, not bitterness. One is now irrelevant to your path. Another exists only as a lesson. The third is a reminder of how far you've come. Don't skip this realization. Freedom is not winning over others, it is no longer needing to measure yourself against them. Something huge is waiting for you in this emotional independence. Now let this truth guide your next steps. You are entering a season where your focus sharpens and distractions lose power. Your energy will naturally move toward what nourishes you, not what drains you. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what follows is intentional living, choices made from wisdom, not pressure. You are no longer proving strength, you are living from it. And as you move forward with this clarity, it will become undeniable. The moment they stood against you was the moment your life began aligning towards something far greater than you first imagined. My beloved child, now you are standing in awareness that cannot be taken from you. There is a quiet confidence forming in your spirit, one that does not need validation or applause. You know what you know, and that certainty changes everything. The past no longer feels heavy, it feels complete. Stay till the end, because this part marks the shift from healing to expansion. Something huge is waiting for you as you move beyond survival. You may notice that your vision is clearer now. You think long-term, not moment to moment. You choose depth over noise, meaning over reaction. This is wisdom earned, not given. The three who once grouped against you are no longer even part of your internal conversation. One exists only as memory. Another as contrast. The third as closure. Don't skip this truth: when the mind releases old battles, the future gains space to enter. Something huge is waiting for you as mental clarity becomes your strength. Now step forward with intention. You are entering a phase where your presence creates stability for others, even when you say little. Your calm becomes guidance. Your decisions carry quiet authority. Stay till the end of this chapter, because what unfolds next is purpose in motion. You are no longer reacting to circumstances, you are shaping them. And as this new season opens, it will be clear that what once tried to limit you only prepared you to operate from a level of awareness and strength that very few ever reach. My beloved child, this is the threshold where intention turns into outcome. What you've been sensing is now settling into direction, and your steps feel guided rather than guessed. The noise that once tried to pull you off course has no grip here. You are walking with discernment, and that changes how doors respond to you. Stay till the end, because this is where momentum becomes visible. Something huge is waiting for you as alignment begins to reward consistency. You'll notice your decisions land cleanly now, no second guessing, no lingering doubt. You recognize patterns faster, you trust your timing more, and you move without explaining yourself. This is the strength that forms when clarity replaces chaos. The three who once grouped against you have become footnotes, not chapters. One is absorbed in consequences. Another is distracted by rebuilding. The third has accepted distance as final. Don't skip this truth: closure doesn't always arrive with conversation, sometimes it arrives with certainty. Something huge is waiting for you as emotional space opens for better things. Now commit to the path that feels light yet firm beneath your feet. You are entering a phase where growth is steady, not dramatic, reliable, not rushed. Your presence will attract cooperation instead of resistance, and progress will feel natural instead of forced. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what comes next is establishment, your efforts consolidating into results that last. You are no longer navigating against the current. You are moving with it, and the direction ahead is clear, calm, and unmistakably yours. My beloved child, now you are stepping into a stretch of the journey where endurance turns into visible reward. What once demanded patience now begins to offer response. The quiet strength you carried without recognition is becoming noticeable, not because you asked to be seen, but because consistency always leaves evidence. You may feel a deep internal calm, as if something finally clicked into place. This is not relief alone, it is readiness. Stay till the end, because this moment explains why you had to grow without applause first. Something huge is waiting for you as effort and timing finally meet. You are beginning to operate from a higher level of awareness. You pause before reacting, you listen before deciding, and when you move with intention. This is mastery, not caution. The three who once grouped against you are now far behind in relevance. One is weighed down by unresolved outcomes. Another is distracted by their own instability. The third has accepted that access to you is no longer possible. Don't skip this realization. Distance is not loss when it protects your clarity. Something huge is waiting for you because your energy is no longer scattered, it is focused. Now understand what this season is asking of you. It is not asking you to prove yourself again. It is asking you to build from a place of certainty. You are entering a phase where your choices ripple outward, affecting more than just you. Your calm will influence others. Your discernment will prevent unnecessary struggle. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what comes next is momentum that sustains itself. You are no longer in recovery, you are in creation. And as you move forward with this grounded confidence, it will become undeniable that everything you endured refined you for stability, leadership, and progress that cannot be easily shaken or reversed. My beloved child, this is where inner alignment begins to reflect as outer structure. What once felt abstract now feels organized, almost deliberate, as if life itself is responding to your steadiness. You are no longer drifting between options, you are choosing with clarity. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts has thinned, replaced by direction that feels calm and assured. Stay till the end, because this stage explains why stability feels natural now. Something huge is waiting for you as everything starts settling into place. You may notice that your time, energy, and attention are becoming more valuable to you. You no longer give them away easily. This is not withdrawal, it is discernment. The three who once grouped against you would not recognize this version of you, and that distance is intentional. One is still processing consequences. Another is adjusting to being overlooked. The third has accepted that their access to you is permanently closed. Don't skip this truth. When growth becomes internalized, old dynamics lose relevance. Something huge is waiting for you as your boundaries protect your future. Now step fully into this phase with confidence. You are building something sustainable, not temporary. Your progress will feel steady, your mindset focused, your emotions regulated. There is no rush here, only direction. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what follows is consolidation, your efforts turning into long-term results. You are no longer reacting to what once challenged you. You are designing what comes next. And as this season continues, it will be clear that everything you endured was shaping you for a level of clarity and control that allows you to move forward without hesitation or fear. My beloved child, now you are standing in a season of inner command. There is a difference you can feel within yourself, less noise, more certainty, less urgency, more purpose. You are no longer seeking signs everywhere because the direction feels anchored inside you. This is not emotional distance. This is emotional intelligence. The journey has taught you how to remain calm even when things are in motion. Stay till the end, because this phase reveals why everything had to unfold slowly. Something huge is waiting for you as confidence matures into wisdom. Your thoughts are more structured now. You think before you speak, and when you speak, your words carry weight. You recognize situations for what they are without overanalyzing them. This clarity protects you. The three who once grouped against you are no longer part of your emotional environment. One is still untangling outcomes they didn't expect. Another is attempting to regain balance elsewhere. The third has learned that silence is the only safe distance. Don't skip this realization. When awareness rises, manipulation loses power. Something huge is waiting for you because your mind is no longer a battleground. Now understand what this season is calling you into. It is calling you into leadership over your own life. Not loud leadership, but grounded direction. You are entering a phase where your presence stabilizes spaces, and your decisions bring order instead of chaos. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what comes next is influence earned, not demanded. You are no longer surviving situations, you are shaping outcomes. And as this growth continues, it will become undeniable that the resistance you once faced was refining you for discernment, authority, and a calm strength that cannot be shaken by outside pressure. My beloved child, this is the stage where certainty turns into quiet power. You don't announce your moves anymore. You make them. The calm you carry now is not emptiness, it is confidence without noise. You can feel when something aligns and when it doesn't, and you no longer argue with that knowing. This is the reward of patience. Stay till the end, because this moment confirms that you are no longer waiting for permission. Something huge is waiting for you as self-trust locks in. You may notice how situations resolve faster now. Decisions that once took energy now feel simple. You are no longer pulled into explanations or emotional loops. This is clarity at work. The three who once grouped against you exist only as distant echoes, powerless to affect your direction. One is consumed by their own unfinished business. Another has shifted focus to avoid facing truth. The third has accepted distance as final. Don't skip this realization. Peace is not the absence of conflict, it is the absence of attachment to it. Something huge is waiting for you as emotional independence deepens. Now move forward with this grounded awareness. You are entering a phase where your actions are intentional and your outcomes are stable. Progress will feel steady, not dramatic, but it will last. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what follows is momentum that doesn't require force. You are no longer reacting to the past, you are operating from presence. And as life continues to align around this version of you, it will be clear that everything you endured prepared you to move with calm authority, unshaken focus, and confidence that does not need to be explained. My beloved child, this is where your journey becomes self-sustaining. You are no longer pushing forward out of effort, you are being carried by alignment. What once required constant strength now feels natural, almost effortless. You trust yourself in ways you never did before, and that trust changes how life responds to you. Stay till the end, because this is the stage where stability becomes permanent. Something huge is waiting for you as momentum settles in. You may notice that distractions no longer tempt you the way they used to. Your focus is sharper, your boundaries firmer, your intuition clearer. This is not discipline forced from outside, it is clarity built from experience. The three who once grouped against you are no longer part of your reality. One is caught in repetition. Another is dealing with consequences they can't avoid. The third has completely faded from relevance. Don't skip this truth: when growth completes its cycle, old conflicts lose meaning. Something huge is waiting for you as your attention returns fully to what matters. Now step confidently into what you are building. You are entering a phase where your choices create continuity rather than disruption. Progress will compound, not reset. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what comes next is foundation, work that lasts, peace that holds, and direction that doesn't waver. You are no longer reacting to life's challenges. You are responding from strength. And as this season continues, it will become undeniable that what once tried to slow you down only prepared you to move forward with balance, clarity, and lasting confidence. My beloved child, this is the point where your life begins to feel settled from the inside out. The inner tension that once followed you has dissolved, replaced by a steady sense of control and purpose. You are no longer asking whether you are on the right path, you know. This certainty is quiet, but it is unbreakable. Stay till the end, because this stage reveals why nothing could rush your growth. Something huge is waiting for you as peace becomes your foundation. You may notice how smoothly things begin to flow now. Challenges still appear, but they no longer shake you. You respond instead of react. This is maturity earned through experience. The three who once grouped against you no longer have space in your awareness. One remains trapped in old patterns. Another is adjusting to diminished influence. The third has accepted that their role in your story is over. Don't skip this understanding: when emotional weight lifts, vision sharpens. Something huge is waiting for you as clarity guides every move. Now move forward with this grounded presence. You are entering a phase where your progress is sustainable and your direction consistent. There is no need to look back or prove anything. Stay till the end of this unfolding chapter, because what follows is fulfillment built slowly and securely. You are no longer defined by what you overcame. You are defined by what you are creating. And as this chapter unfolds, it will be clear that every test, every delay, and every opposition prepared you for a life that moves with purpose, calm authority, and lasting balance. My beloved child, this is the closing of one chapter and the quiet beginning of another. Everything you walked through has led you here, to a place where nothing needs to be proven, defended, or explained. You stand grounded, aware, and whole. What once tried to surround you has fallen away, not with noise, but with certainty. Stay till the end, because this final moment reveals the truth you were meant to carry forward. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already within reach. You are no longer shaped by opposition. You are shaped by insight. The memory of being grouped against no longer carries weight, it carries wisdom. You see clearly now who you are, what you allow, and where you are going. The past has finished teaching you. The three who once stood together have dissolved into distance, lessons, and silence. They no longer define any part of your present. Don't skip this realization: freedom is not the absence of challenge, it is the presence of clarity. Something huge is waiting for you because you are finally moving without resistance inside. Now step forward and let life meet you at this level. You are entering a season where growth is consistent, peace is familiar, and direction is steady. You will build without fear, decide without doubt, and move without looking back. This is not an ending, it is stabilization before expansion. Stay till the end of this journey, because what unfolds next will not need explanation. It will simply work. And when others look at how you moved through pressure and emerged unchanged yet stronger, it will be clear to all. What tried to stand against you only completed its purpose by preparing you for everything that comes next.